So it's Tourette Syndrome Awareness Month again, and this video, I'm gonna discuss my tics. Most of the time, my mild ow is everyday tics. This is not like me. It's not like Tourette's awareness. I don't think. He's always trying to stop it. But my my everyday mild tics. I'm usually just fidgety. I talk really fast. Like right now, I'm trying very hard. I'm concentrating very hard on speaking slower, and I also eat an edible to slow me down a bit. So, because I have gotten some comments and messages saying that from people saying they don't understand what I'm saying in my videos because I talk too fast. But that's actually part of one of my symptoms of my Tourette's. How it affects me. I make faces that I don't realize I'm making a lot of times. I squeak. They're very startling. They're very high pitched and loud. Even they hurt my ears. They're so loud and so high pitched. So yeah, people that don't know me or don't know that I have Tourette's tend to usually just assume that I'm on drugs. I get it. And I'm fidgeting, making noises, and making faces and talking super fast. I get it, but no. I have a weird form of echolalia. I don't mimic words or any that people say. I mimic weird sounds people make. If I hear someone make a weird noise, I am compulsively I have to do it. If I hold it back, I am about having to do it, but also I freak out. Well, not freak out, but I'll just end up letting out full force, and then it'll just keep coming out repeatedly. I didn't realize I was doing this for the longest time until my old best friend. He actually told me that I didn't need to copy every weird noise that he made, and I didn't realize I was doing that. And then I started paying attention and trying to stop myself from repeating the same weird noises that he'd make, and it was it felt like I was trying not to breathe. It was that hard to not do it. You just have to just leave the room and do it just so I could feel I could breathe again. It's messed up. I rapidly blink every once in a while. Sometimes I was kind of shake. It seems like I have I'm shivering, but no, just that. Just take attention to do it. Sometimes when I yawn, mostly, I think I do. I know when I get excited about something or anticipating something or getting impatient. I know my vocal tics or my noises come out a little bit more. Sometimes if I can slow down and speak understandable speed, but it takes I have to concentrate very hard on it, and it's very difficult because my thoughts are going way faster than I'm getting my words out, so I tend to stutter and trip over my words a lot when I do this. My complex tics are my attacks, and they're awful. They are full. I have attacks that last for 2 to 4 days at a time, and it's full body, constant, violent twitching the entire time, and it is so painful and so draining. And it's just by the time they're done, all my muscles everywhere are pulled and torn, and I often have extra or other even more injuries too. Sorry, my cat's fur's all over my face now. Yeah, so that tends to be awful because I've had after attacks I've had concussions, dislocated bones, brains, broken bones, just a whole bunch of stuff. Like I have a bunch of bruises on me. Like it takes a few days before I can even like walk more than just like a very slow, painful shuffle. Like I can go, like I can move at the speed. Like once my attacks stop, like I can move at the speed of like a 200-year-old with full body arthritis. Like I'm just like no, I can barely even like roll over or like lift my arms. Like it's so awful and it's so painful. Like I'm way too old to be having Tourette's now. It's like I'm like gonna be 39 in like a month, in like less than 2 months. And like when I was younger, I used to be able to like have my attacks and just like pick up with my life where I left it off. Like just like no problem, just walk away from them. But like not anymore. Different, like there's different triggers for my attacks. Pretty much any elevated feeling or emotion, like if I'm too happy, too sad, too excited, too depressed, too like just too angry, like triggers an attack, like or just like an outburst of my tics. Being excited, anticipating anything, just feeling impatient. People walking slow in front of me. Like, well, because like that just stresses me out. I hate it. Like I walk pretty fast, and I can't stand being stuck behind slow walkers. My allergies. Sneezing too much. Getting like during the spring, like and summer, like because all the plants are owned again that I'm allergic to, because I'm allergic to every plant with the pollen and like all the trees and everything. So once winter's over and like they're all freed from this under the snow, then it's just like they're just attacking my sinuses, and then like my tics are coming out more. Asthma attacks can cause more. Just being sick can cause them more. Throwing up and ticking is not a good mix. Like it is so messy and just so hard, and it's a major choking hazard, and not for the moment, by the way. Trying to eat something with a gross texture or a taste to it, like it will just like, I don't know, just like before I knew I was allergic to mushrooms, anytime I tried eating them, like I just like, also like even just the thought of like the texture or taste of them, just like it just makes me like want to gag and start shaking. And yeah, like just so much, like just breathing can cause, if I'm like breathing, like if I'm hyperventilating, I can start, like for some reason, like I can start an attack or just at my tics. Just being around a lot of people can get over, like anything that can overwhelm me can bring them out. Stress, anxiety, like depression, and my ADHD, my OCD, my nightmares, like because I have constant nightmares. Like every time I sleep, I have nightmares, and like I wake up like scared awake from them. And often like it's not uncommon for me to wake up also having a Tourette's attack, because I'm just too scared. The only 2 times that I've actually that I've been having a attack started, and that something has happened to actually stop my attacks completely, are super weird, and I do not suggest that anyone try them. First time was the first time I got hit by a car here in Winnipeg. I was sent home from work because I was disrupting my coworkers, and also I just couldn't type and stuff, and like to do my job. So I was going home, and I was crossing the road. I don't know if this makes it worse or funnier, or both. But I was like crossing the street, and a car came like speeding down the street. It's a one-way street, but they're going the wrong way down the one way, and like they didn't see that, well, because they're going the wrong way. They didn't see that they had the red light. They crashed. They slammed right into me. I twitched up onto their hood of the car. Then they just they slammed the car in the reverse and I rolled off, like twitched and rolled off the hood of the car onto the ground, and they took off. Like it happened so fast. Like I only saw a red blur. Like I I wasn't even like, I wasn't even sure if like it actually happened. Like I was like, did I just have a bad tick and like just kind of like stroke out there or something, or like did I just like take a bit bad and like fall, hit my head into the sea like red like from being concussed or something. But I guess it was like the shock of the whole situation. It actually within about 10 minutes my attack was completely stopped, and that was a first. And the other time was when I was in the hospital with COVID. I had like an insane amount of blood work taken when I was having a Tourette's attack too. And like when I was sick, being sick can cause a Tourette's attack. Having COVID caused a Tourette's attack. Um, they took like 8 of the largest vials of blood, like fully like full vials from me, and then these 3 like jugs like they're bigger than my fist full too. And like I made a comment to like the nurse about how uh like she's like, oh, she's like, we're gonna take some more. I was like, I've donated blood before. Like, I think I should have this. She's like, oh, we're taking a whole lot more than they would during a blood donation. I was like, oh, she's like, yeah. She's like, quite a bit more. And I was like, she's like, don't worry. She's like, there's enough. We're gonna leave you enough to live. It's like, that's reassuring. And like, this is the only time I've ever been like all like woozy and dizzy and just like staggering around after from blood loss, because I've never been like that, like feeling like almost drunk suddenly just because of all the blood that was taken from me. And like yeah, then like it just went away. I was like, okay, so I guess like blood loss and getting hit by cars works. That's why I do not suggest that anyone try them. I can hold back my tics for about an hour, pretty much just like long enough to get home if I'm somewhere in public. If I don't have to hold them back, I don't. Because if I go at home, I will not hold them back, because for me, if I hold them back, like it just kind of builds up pressure and like to them, and they will just come out worse than if I would just let them go in the beginning. But if I'm in public, like I definitely will hold them back big time, because like I don't want to be, because otherwise I get stared at, people making weird comments, which makes me nervous and uncomfortable, and then makes tics worse, and like I need to be able to like walk and stuff. So like I also like I hold them back so I can walk, because like once my the attack goes like starts like, within about an hour, once it gets like full going, like that's when my like legs, because it's that twitching starts in my head and it just starts moving downwards, like so it'll start with my neck and stuff, and then like my arms will start, and then my like core, and then like my legs and like my feet, and then like I can't walk when my legs and feet are twitching, because like they're just all over the place. And like so like when I'm having an attack, if I need to get around my place, like I have to crawl. But if I'm like, I can, for the first hour, I can hold them back enough just so I can, and just like, but it's really difficult, and just pretty much long enough to get home. Yeah. I was diagnosed when I was 12. I started having my attacks like when I was like 10. I started having tics like when I was like a child. I just didn't know that there were tics, or that there wasn't any cause for like my fidgetiness and how I spoke so fast. Like everyone thought I was doing it purposely, but no, it wasn't. I just thought I was just kind of a jumpy, twitchy kid, but like it's like my dad was pretty jumpy, but it turns out he had Tourette's too. Yeah, so like my attacks actually started like when I was 10, but they were all just kind of like, they're very short lived, like maybe like 10-15 minutes, and they'd be like kind of just localized to like one limb at a time. And I just kind of assumed that they're muscle spasms, because I grew 1.5 feet in like 2 months during grade 4 and 5. So it makes sense if I was having muscle spasms, because like I grew an insane amount, it should be an impossible amount of like to grow. Yeah, so those are I guess my tics, and the kind of like how long I've had them. And the gist of them are kind of basically, yeah. If anyone has any comments or questions, leave them below, and I will respond to them as soon as I see them. And thanks for watching.